All right, Tim.
Chris, another tight game against Manchester City. Were you pleased with the performance tonight?
You've got to be, haven't you? For a newly promoted side to produce two performances like that away at the Etihad 3 or 4 weeks ago. Tight game, and tonight, yeah, they had the better chances. I think their chances were created by our mistakes. Disappointing decision from Bash to have a little nibble at their boy, who didn't need an invite to go over. Something that we are incurring quite a lot in the Premier League that we haven't been used to. But there it is. Yeah, not one bit of magic. There's some good parts of their game, no doubt about it. They dominated possession. They were always going to, with the players that they've got. But for two organisations, one that spent £1 billion over about 10 years ago, and one that's obviously going on its own path, and I'm not embarrassed about that. We wanted to make this game really tight and competitive, and I believe we did. They found their bit in terms of a world-class pass by Kevin De Bruyne, and obviously a great bit of movement and finish. And we were, and that's cock off. Am I allowed to say that or not? Off Ollie Norwood sliding in, bit of a Gaza moment of not scoring. What are you laughing at?
Did we see Dean Henderson at his very best tonight as well?
He was always going to have to play well. He was always, and the boys were always going to have to produce sort of 8 and 9 out of 10 performances, and certainly Dean did. He had the opportunity of saving the penalty. I should imagine he'd possibly be the only one in the ground that would have been delighted that the penalty was given, so he had the opportunity of saving it. So brilliant for him. I think he's been outstanding. I know there's a bit of a pecking order, but in that England group, but tell you what, they must be really good goalkeepers that are getting ahead of him at the moment, because his performance tonight, I thought his kicking was brilliant, positional sense was great. Unfortunate that he conceded, but the goal that he conceded was obviously, like I said, a world-class pass and a fabulous finish.
First time we've spoken to you since Jack Robinson came in. How pleased are you to get that one over the line?
Yeah, I said before, you don't get medals for spunking money, and we certainly don't at this club. It's important that we get value for money. I could possibly have spent it on somebody else and wasted about £4.5–5 million more, but I didn't. Money is precious for us. If I don't spend it in January, I'd like to think that I'll get the opportunity of improving in summer. It's a tough window. Jack's somebody that I've known for quite a while, and we tried to sign him. And great pedigree at Liverpool as a young kid. Gone away and played at QPR in the Premier League. Got injured and fought his way back. And we're delighted that he's here. And as I said, I don't get fazed by paying, the amount that's paid. Does this boy do a job for us? He certainly does. Up to me to put together a group and construct a group with the money that I have, and I've always tried to do that and carry on doing it.
Still on track to get another one in before the weekend?
Yeah, we are, yeah. We're trying very, very hard, but if it's not there, it isn't there, and I'm not just going to do it for the sake of it. I've never done that before. I know some managers tip owners upside down. I've never done that. And it's my money, and I'll try and spend it as wisely as I possibly can.
Thank you.
Cheers.
So do you think Dean is the best goalkeeper in the country, or the best English goalkeeper, I should say, in the country right now?
Well, I've said that the competition's fierce and there's some unbelievable good goalkeepers, but I'm seeing him up close and personal every day in performances that he produces for us, and he's not had an unbelievable amount to do. Possibly more today than some games for quite a long time. Maybe taking the Liverpool game out of it. Thought the shape and the structure of the team was great behind him. As I said, their chances came through a couple of slips, a couple of balls given away. They press unbelievably well. It's so difficult, so players have to move the ball really quick, and we just gave the away ball cheaply, but we had him behind us that made 2 or 3 great saves.
I know you said downstairs you thought it was a great learning experience as well for your players. What will you take away from that?
Well, just how they go about their business, how clinical they are. Some decisions that they make that are quite streetwise. I had a wry smile to myself when and Flecky went charging through, and about 3 of them managed to bring him down. It's part and parcel. It's learning for me and my team. I don't think anybody as a manager or player who's worth his salt enjoys losing, but I can accept losing if it's done in the right way and we play the way that we want to play, and I believe we did that tonight. It was never going to be 50-50 possession. The players that they've got, how long they've done it, what ability they've got. It was always going to be a backs against the wall. There's bits and pieces of the game that we're a touch disappointed. I think, you look at it and go, when you do come up against these world-class players and world-class teams, that when you have the opportunity, you have to find that little bit of quality, and we just didn't find it over the 2 games, and we've certainly had some opportunities. But on to the next challenge, a little bit of a different one tonight at Millwall away, but one that we're looking forward to.
You said after the Liverpool mistake that Henderson made that he needed to improve his focus and concentration to grow. I mean, how much do you think he's come on since that game?
Well, you just look at his age. He's still a baby, isn't he? And people talk about goalkeepers 27, 28, 29. So he's got 5, 6, 7 years on goalkeepers at that age. So the quicker he learns, the better he's gonna be. And sometimes you have to go through a bit of pain, which he did on that day. But he's, as I said, he's been outstanding for me right the way through my time here. But he's not been error free, and you wouldn't expect him to be as a young goalkeeper. But what he does show is ability to learn and move on, and the mental strength that chucking one in against Liverpool in front of everybody live on TV, and to come roaring back as he does showed that what he's about as a character.
Hi. What do you think his future is? You say he's got a lot of competition with England. He's got a lot of competition back at his own club as well. Do you have any hope of keeping him here?
Yeah, we he wants to play first team football. I'm not so sure. Maybe I shouldn't be saying this, but I'm not so sure he'll play back up to anybody. Just the character of the boy, and maybe he'll come out and say it. So, yeah, if there's a decision for Manchester United for him to come out to us for another year, we'd gladly take that up. And we've already started talking with them, but obviously he's their player, and that decision will be made on behalf of Manchester United, the player. But he's been outstanding for us.
You mentioned about his kicking. He's very much what we call now the modern type goalkeeper, isn't he?
Yeah, you have to be. I mean, you just looked at their goalkeeper tonight. He moved it about all over the pitch. We tried to put pressure on him, tried to turn the heat up on him, but he picks his passes. He goes long, he goes short. He steps in. He even had a diving error, I think, first half when he come charging out of his box. So, Manchester City are in the market for the best in the world, and you've seen the goalkeeper there tonight. He's one of the best in the world, and part of that is obviously with the ball at his feet.
You must be pleased with Ollie McBurney, Chris. He seems to be coming on really nicely. I mean, he had 3 world-class centre-halves today, and he really gave them a game, and he looks like he's evolving nicely.
I think that from our point of view as a football club, you respect what's in the other change room. Of course I do. I've been in the game long enough. We play Arsenal on Saturday, and I respect Mikel Arteta and all the players that they've gone, but we don't fear them, and we're going to go after them. Yeah. We're going to go after you individually, and we're going to go after you as a team in the club, and we did that from the stands, the noise that they made, and the players, the performance. I thought Ollie was great. He's still a young kid. For us, the fee is what we had to pay. That's not his fault, but he's a young player in his first steps into the Premier League. Yeah. And like I said, I thought he was outstanding. I think if any Sheffield United player have got any criticism of that boy, they want having a give their head a shake really, because as I said, he's still a young kid, and he's giving it a right go. I'd be disappointed that he's not scored, but I thought his link-up play was great. I thought he was aggressive. He asked the question. and he played his part in, which I think was a decent performance from us.
Yeah. Thank you.
Cheers all.
Right.
Thank you.
See ya.
I'll see you there.